Everyone, please join me in standing to welcome the awards recipients. To officially open today's ceremony, please stand for the King's Anthem performed by Prey, Marissa, Ella, and accompanied by In. Welcome, students, parents, guests, and teachers to Speech Day 2024. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. This afternoon, we celebrate the accomplishments of students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, performance, leadership, and service learning in years 11 to 13. These awards are hard-earned and a testament to the curiosity, perseverance, and passion the awards recipients show for their studies and wider pursuits here at Riverside. To begin, we will hear from Mr. Millar for the principal's speech.
I have a clicker apparently, which is brilliant. Well, welcome everyone. It's such a delight. My favourite part of the year, and as you may well know, an important personal moment for me because this is a year group that I know very, very well in year 13, who this is their final chance to sit on an occasion like this. At the beginning of the year, I spoke to everyone about how little things can make a big difference, and I can hear the students groaning inside. I believe they had bets on whether I was going to talk a little bit about space, and I am a little bit, but not too much. At the beginning of the year, I spoke about little things making a big difference in terms of something called the three-body problem. And if you're a fan of Netflix, you will see an adaptation of the book of the same name, which talks about the problem, which is if you have 3 bodies, in the case of the Netflix adaptation and the book 3 stars, trying to orbit each other, it's actually impossible to predict the paths that they're going to take. Small changes to the starting positions of those stars can end up in enormous differences in where they end up. It's an example of what's known as chaos theory, and how a little change at the beginning can end up in a big difference. A book is a little thing, and this is a book given to me by Mr. Loudon. So if you want to blame him after I've waffled on for a bit, he's at the back over there. But this is a book given to me for my birthday, which I've read ravenously because it's about my favourite thing, science. It's by a journalist called Ed Yong, who writes quite a lot about science. It's 429 pages long, but there are 70 pages of notes and references, and that seems to me to be a lot of learning. But by reading it, you can learn a little, and that little bit can change the way that you can see the world, or the way that you view the world. In particular for this book, it reveals the way that animals see the world, and how their view of the world is radically different to ours. This is the leafcutter ant, Atta cephalotes. It cuts leaves because it uses them to feed a fungus, which is grown by the ants in a special fungus garden in its nest. And this fungus actually then provides food for the colony. But the world of the leafcutter ant is dominated not by sight, not by vision. It's not our world. It's dominated by smell. These tiny, tiny little ants have between 400 to 500 genes just dedicated to smelling alone. And they use smells involving lots of different pheromones, chemical smells that carry particular messages from ant to ant. And they have a whole range of these. They have lightweight chemicals which aerolise easily and can be used to summon ants to help. Not that I recommend it, but if you ever crush an ant, you release all of these aerolized chemicals, and all the other ants will detect it and come and help the other ant that you've just damaged. They also have medium weight pheromones, which go into the air much more slowly, and they're the ones that are used to mark trails. The more ants on the trail, the stronger it becomes. Leafcutter ants are so sensitive to those smell trails that a milligram, a thousandth of a gram, is enough to lay a path around the planet Earth 3 times over. That's how sensitive their sense of smell is. They also have heavier chemicals, which they use like badges on the bodies of the ants. Actually, the queen ant can use these to mark out troublemakers. Puts the badge on, the smell badge, and those ants then get punished. Smell is so important to the world of ants, it overrides everything else. Ants will actually look after the caterpillars of blue butterflies because they smell to them like ants. Army ants will follow pheromone trails even if they don't go anywhere. They go around in circles until the ant is absolutely exhausted and dies. You can mark ants with pheromones that are normally associated with dead animals, and those ants then get picked up by the other ants, wriggling around, obviously alive, and carried away to the colony's rubbish heap and dumped off. Here's another animal where its world is not dominated by sight, but by smell. It once again sees or smells the world in a very different way to us. This is the African giant pouched rat, Critotomus gambianus. Another animal that sees the world through smell. It's found throughout most of sub-Saharan Africa, and it's a nocturnal animal, comes out at night, so it can't rely on its vision. We had 400 to 500 smell genes, olfactory genes in the ant. This rat has over 1,200 olfactory genes, only beaten by the elephant. The world it sees is a world of smells, of scent. Now, you've probably noticed this rat is wearing a medal. This is no ordinary rat. In fact, it has a name. This rat is called Magua, and this rat won a gold medal from the veterinary charity PDSA in 2020. It's the first rat to ever win such an award, and it won the award for life-saving devotion to duty in the location and clearance of deadly landmines in Cambodia. According to various NGOs, Cambodia has recorded more than 64,000 casualties of landmines and some 25,000 amputees due to landmines in 1979. Many were laid during the country's civil war in the 1970s and 1980s, but casualties still occur frequently. I was there last month and there were 4 casualties in the week I was there. Magua personally detected 39 landmines and a further 28 unexploded munitions. He did retire from service in 2021 and sadly passed away in his retirement, happy as ever in 2022. He was trained with other rats like him with his 1,200 olfactory genes to detect the scent of TNT. TNT, an incredible ability. And they can smell the TNT in landmines buried in the soil up to a metre down. The rats are light enough that they can go over the area without triggering the landmine itself. And a rat can scan an area in 20 minutes that it would take 4 days for a human to clear with a metal detector. They've actually been trained to detect other smells. They've been trained to detect the smell of tuberculosis, of the TB bacterium. And they work on this in Tanzania and Mozambique. At the moment in labs for humans, TB detection relies on techniques that are more than 100 years old. You have to basically look down the microscope and see whether the bacteria are present. Rats are much faster. In 16 months, they can scan over 12,000 samples and increase the number of confirmed cases by nearly 50%. Magua can see the world in ways that we can't. This relates to an idea from an essay written in 1974 by the philosopher Thomas Nagel, and his essay was called "What is it like to be a bat?" Not a rat, but a bat. Actually, Thomas Nagel, this is an old photo of him, he's still working, but he would fit in very well in the context of Speech Day. He went to Cornell, Oxford, Harvard, Berkeley, Princeton, and ended up at New York University, so he's got a very accomplished history. Bats, as you probably know, hunt using echolocation. They emit intense clicks, too high-pitched for us to hear. These bounce off the targets and back towards the bat's ears. But remarkably, bats are born with an innate sense of the speed of sound. Very handy for a physics examination. I hear some of the students in Year 11 cry. But what it means is the bats can estimate a target's distance based on the time it takes for an echo to return. And this allows them to catch prey, even on the darkest of nights. And this skill has started a silent war above our heads that's been raging for 60 million years. The animals they hunt, in particular moths, have evolved all sorts of countermeasures to this. It's like some animal version of Top Gun up there. They've got fake tails. The moths have ears adapted to ultrasound so they can hear the bats coming. Some moths have sound-absorbing scales so they can go in stealth mode. Some moths produce substances so disgusting that the bat vomits up the moth when it eats it, and combined with a warning click so they can warn the bat that they're that type of moth. Finally, some moths have even evolved sonar jamming to fool the bat into thinking the moth is in another location. But what does that all feel like? What's it like to be a bat? Could we ever see the world like a bat? Well, Nagel says no. He says no, give that up. He says we just simply can't imagine what it's like to be a bat, as we don't have their senses or their physiology. The best that we can do is we can imagine what it's like for us as humans to do bat-like things. We can sort of imagine what it's like for us to fly, being a human, or maybe try and catch a moth in our mouth. being a human, but we can't imagine what it's like for a bat to do bat-like things. We can't see the world through bats' eyes, or rather their ears. We don't have any echolocation abilities. We don't have the anatomy to produce those sounds, the senses needed to detect them, or the nervous systems needed to process their reflections. And this argument is true for any animal that has a very different sensory experience to us, from bats to rats. It seems impossible for us to see the world through these animals' eyes, to experience the world in another way. But we can see the world in other ways. We ourselves have ways of seeing that are unavailable to animals. And it brings me back to Speech Day. Knowledge and learning can give us a different perspective and experience of the world. If you like, you think of it as learning something can give you a new set of glasses to put on and see the world in a different way. We get to see things that we've not noticed before. Learning a bit about subjects like art, design and technology, languages, geography, sport might allow you to see the world through the lens of gender. Thinking about today, how many females are represented here in the prizes and in what subjects? What's the makeup of genders in the audience? What are different genders wearing and why? What does all of this tell us about gender, opportunities and power in school and outside of school? Learning a bit about economics or business or psychology might allow you to view the world with a knowledge of capitalist systems, what you might call a Marxist perspective on things. Sitting here in the wonderful Memorial Hall by the banks of the Chao Phraya, we might be thinking, well, what advantages do money and wealth provide people with? Who has the power in various different societies? Does everyone get to have the chance for better opportunities in life? What are the motives behind the companies and the businesses I interact with? How does government policy affect people of different socio-economic backgrounds? Learning a bit about history, about literature, about learning for life, reading the world, allows us to look at events afresh through the eyes of race and culture, or critical race theory we might talk about. How does our ethnic and cultural heritage shape the world's response to us and our response to the world? What's the historic legacy for different communities and how they're treated or stereotyped by others? And what are the opportunities that are given to them or not given to them? And what does our language and behaviour in and around the school signal to everyone about our values around inclusivity? Finally, and back to the bats and the rats, learning a little bit about biology, maybe maths, maybe computer science even, allows us to interpret the world through the eyes of Darwin and natural selection. Is life one big competition? Is what we see in the world the result of survival of the fittest? And is that okay? Is that the way we want the world to be? Why do some ideas prosper at the expense of others? How can we, as humans, be related to rats and bats? What does this tell us about our place in the world? Each lens, each way of seeing adds new dimensions and layers to the world around us. We can start to see things we have never noticed before, start to understand perspectives and ideas that had seemed strange and baffling before. Today is about recognising achievements in learning, and I hope that knowledge, whether it is in history, in art, in physics, sport, or in leadership, that you have learned to see the world in more of its textures and dimensions, that you realise that even a little learning gives you extra ways of seeing things. A little change in perspective can make a big difference. Congratulations to all the prize winners, all 142 prize winners. 142 new ways to see the world, 142 new ways to see yourself and to connect to others around you. It really is a blessing to have that opportunity and to gain extra senses, new ways of seeing. And I hope it's one that you all continue to embrace. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure to now welcome Harmonix, who will perform Elgar's Nimrod.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Flavel and I'm the Year Team Leader for Year 11. I'm going to be presenting the Year 11 awards. This year has been a very different year to last year when they were in Year 10, and it couldn't be more different. And my problems this year have been about trying to fit in as many things as they want to do, rather than giving out detentions and meetings with parents. So it's been absolutely fantastic, and I've been honoured and privileged to be their head of year this year. I'm going to start with the academic prizes. And the winners of this award are basically high-quality learners. They've shown very strong independent learning skills, and they've done fantastically well under the direction of their teachers. They perform also to the highest standards consistently in assessments and examinations. Okay, Dr. J.
Academic Excellence in Art, Premani Ariya Santishay. Academic Excellence in Biology, English, Literature and Music, Benyapha Ongpipathana Kun. Academic Excellence in Business and Higher Project Qualification, Sarisa Manopinivet. Academic Excellence in Chemistry, Economics, Japanese and Psychology, Pran Pajan. Academic Excellence in Computer Science, Jirasita To Thap Thieng. Academic Excellence in Design Technology, GP, Andaman Kun Prapakon. Academic Excellence in Design Technology, RM, Arayana Rangsi. Academic Excellence in Drama, Chananan Piriya Lertsak. Academic Excellence in English Language, Pat Lojana Gosin. Academic Excellence in French, Natwara Lirot Bong. Academic Excellence in Further Pure Mathematics, Viran Pat Phung Rot Tham. Academic Excellence in Geography and Spanish, Ruttanaporn Jain Narongsak. Academic Excellence in History, Nitchada Waravet Wutikun. Academic Excellence in Learning for Life, Napat Chatsuwan. Academic Excellence in Mandarin, Natpat Son Chalerm Rat Wong. Academic Excellence in Mathematics, Sarut Hiranya Prateep. Academic Excellence in Physical Education ทีสุขพันธ์โพธาราม Academic Excellence in Physics ภูมิการแต่ดุลยสาธิต Academic Excellence in Religious Studies and Science Coordinated Sibylla Ku Academic Excellence in Thai Studies ปารดาสุทเทียนกุล Academic Excellence in Thai Studies ครูโจ Memorial Prize พานพตติรัตน์
Well done, everybody, on your prizes. The next selection is the form prizes. These are quite selfish prizes given out by form tutors who the students have made their jobs a lot easier. They also have upheld the character strengths of the school, and they will have gone out of their way to help people and create a more cohesive bond within the year groups.
Year 11 Form Prizes ณปกรณ์พงศักดิ์ นิชาพัฒน์คุรุกิจวณิช ธันรดาธรรมปัญญวัฒน์ ชุติสาเจริญชัย ชนานันท์พิริยะเลิศศักดิ์ นลินทร์รำไพโกมุตบุตร
Okay, the next awards are the Year Team Leaders Award. This year my annual pain in trying to actually choose somebody for this prize was made a lot easier. In fact, I knew who was going to be the recipients of this award by December. There were so many other students in the running for this. For example, just last week, the Year 11s raised 94,000 baht in 2 hours at the charity fair, which is just another example of just how fantastic they are. But the highlight of the year for me, I'm afraid, for everybody else, was the winter formal event. Okay, so John Kwan for being an excellent house leader, for choreographing the winter formal play, the fashion show aspect of it, and her efforts on the weekend before the event, on the day of the event, were just super. But what made me give her the award is she was totally inspirational 5 minutes before we actually did the play. When half of the cast weren't even there, she was absolutely wonderful and inspirational, and she definitely deserves this award. Alongside her is Pat, and for his efforts on the teacher podcast that is now on Spotify, and of course choosing such an interesting first guest, for his writing and direction of the only dystopian themed play and fashion show ever to be seen on planet Earth, and These Year Team Leader Awards are very justly given. Thank you very much.
Year 11 Team Leader Awards จิตจอมขวัญจันทรัมพรปัดโลจนะโกสินทร์
A new section of awards, the Leadership and Service Awards, will be presented by Ms. Shearer.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Flavel. I am the Head of Student Leadership here at Shrewsbury, and this year we do have a number of new awards, and I'm very honoured to be able to announce and celebrate some of our leaders that have really stood out in their various roles this year. For the Year 11 Service and Leadership Award, we have 2 students who have demonstrated outstanding contributions to our school and the wider community through ongoing work with charity. So my huge congratulations to the following 2 students. Thanks, Dr. J.
Year 11 Leadership and Service Awards ชนานันท์ พิริยะเลิศศักดิ์ภูมิการแต่ดุลยสาธิต
The final selection of awards for Year 11 today is the Performance Awards. The Year 11 Performance Awards are given to students who have demonstrated outstanding skill, talent and commitment at school in the areas of drama, music or sport, or a combination of these areas.
Year 11 Performance Awards in Art สาริสามโนพินิเวศYear 11 Performance Awards in Music Performance อารยนาอึ้งรังสีสิริมาพลเทพชนานันท์ พิริยะเลิศศักดิ์
It is my pleasure to welcome guest speaker, Shrewsbury Riverside alumna, Dr. Nini Ruttanaporn. Dr. Ruttanaporn graduated from Shrewsbury in 2008 before going on to study medicine at the University of Leicester. A passionate medical professional and athlete, today Dr. Ruttanaporn will share the lessons she's learned on her journey, from student to doctor to triathlete and back again.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Ruttanaporn, or you can just call me Pini. My nickname is Ni, so everyone just call me just neat. I attended year 9 here and graduated in 2013. That was in 2000, sorry, I attended year 9 here. I graduated year 13 in 2008. So that was a really, really long time ago. I am now a medical doctor and I was a top-ranked triathlete in Thailand. So for those of you who don't know what triathlon is, it's involves 3 sports. So I do swimming, cycling, and running. So it's quite a hardcore sport. So before I started this talk, I would like you guys to think and keep that in mind, this question, throughout all my speech. So what's your passion? And by the passion, I mean the things that you wake up thinking about, you daydreaming, and you still cannot get it out of your head before you go to bed. Sometimes it follows in your dream. It's whatever makes you happy. It doesn't have to be one thing. It could be many, many things. So, so just think about it as I go through my talk. 20 years ago, I was sitting in your seat and honestly probably didn't pay much of an attention. So I would never thought I would be on the stage talking to you guys today. So let's talk back a little bit what I was like as a student. So my school days were just nice and simple, you know, get up, come to school, study. I have my favorite subjects of those being science, DT, and the boring stuff like maths, you know. But most of all, I love PE and sports. They're my favorite. They're like my wake up to go to at school. So I always like looking forward to PE and things that, you know, things that will get me moving about, not just sitting and read books. So, so outside the academic side, I was on basketball team, football team, softball team, and athletic teams here. So I attended tournaments and stuff. I wasn't the best player, but it didn't matter to me because I had a lot of fun doing it. And most importantly, I learned about teamwork and how to be disciplined, to turn up to training, to be responsible. And also being athletic and doing a lot of sports keep me in a very good health, so I don't get sick very often. Outside school, horse riding was my favorite, and I still ride. Up until now, it still gives me a lot of joy. So my friends would still remember me. I would pack everything like 5 minutes before the bell rang every evening. And exactly when the bell rang, I just left the door, go to ride a horse. So at that point, I would have said my passion was to ride a horse. I wanted to go to the riding college in the UK, but unfortunately, growing up in an Asian family, my parents and so they didn't really agree to offer me taking a sport career. So I ended up going into medical school. Simply and honestly because I wanted to help people, and of course I find that out by volunteering for a charity work, Kids Day Out with Mr. Flavel, and I have heard that it's still going, so I think it's really nice, and I think it's something you guys really should give it a chance and do it because you're gonna learn something about yourself. Anyway, I went to University of Leicester to study medicine, and being a medical student was very stressful. It was really, really hard. I tried to keep a very good study and life balance by doing sports, as I knew that it would have kept me relaxed, boost my energy, and improve my concentration, so I could study more efficiently. And I think when I'm happy, I work better, like both ways. Academically and sport. So in university, I continued my basketball and still did a little bit of horse riding, but mainly running. I took up running because it's nice and easy. Of course, I was a medical student. I didn't have a lot of time. So whenever I'm free, I put on my running shoes and I just go out to run. So the first event I tried was in my at the end of my first year in the medical school. It's only 10K, just a simple, nice 10K charity run. And fortunately, I got hooked into running. So I started training more seriously with University Club. And I attended, I ran a couple of marathons. And fortunately, I qualified for London Marathon in 2014. And at that point, I thought, oh, well, I already qualified, so I might as well do something useful with it. So I talked to Thai Children Trust Charity, which was a charity in the UK that raised money to help the kids here in Thailand. So I said, oh, I'm gonna have this campaign, raise money for the kids here. So they did help me a lot, and then I kind of like tell my medical school that I have this project going on, and it was really nice because everyone was supporting me. They helped me with a poster and everything. So they put those posters in the hospitals in the trust, and I did raise a very decent amount of money for the charity. So that was the most valuable things I ever done in my life, and I was really proud. So, and I thought, okay, running wasn't challenging enough. So I took up a triathlon at the same time. And I did enter a local race just for fun. So I think because I grew up very athletic, so I have a very good endurance base. So to set me really well for triathlon. So, at first I tried a short race, we call it a sprint race. I think it was like a 400 meters swimming and 20K cycling and like 5K run. And then I thought, oh wow, I'm not bad at this. So I went a little bit further. So I went for a half Ironman, which people know as 70.3. So that involves like 1.9K swim, 90K on a bike, and a half marathon, which is 20K running. And the first time I raced it, the official race of Ironman 70.3, I managed to qualify for Ironman 70.3 World Championship in 2015, and I was the first Thai woman who qualified for the race. So everything went really well with my academic side while I was doing the crazy sports stuff. I learned to manage my time very well because I think as a youngster, I learned how to juggle things and to do many tasks. I passed my final exam with no problem. So it seems like everything went really smoothly and nothing could go wrong, right? So you are wrong. 5 days, I got my final result in a medical school. Guess, did I pass? Yeah, I did pass. But unfortunately, I was in Phuket. I was training for the World Championship, and I was out cycling on a bike, and unfortunately, Thai roads are dangerous. A motorbike hit my bike. So it didn't end up very well. I was in a terrible accident. I broke a couple of bones. And I went through a few surgeries. It took me quite a while to recover. And by going through my rehabilitation, you know what? It gave me time to slow down and really reflect on my life. What if that day was the last day I would ever be alive? Is there anything I regret not doing? So it kind of like take me back to when I was 5 years old. I said I wanted to be an athlete. So I remember that moment, and I went to my parents. Look, you know what? I'm just gonna drop medicine for a while because I'm still young. I still have a lot of energy. I wanna pursue my childhood dream. So I said I'll become an athlete. So it has been a long process of recovery with my health, but with that, I rebuilt my fitness again. I raced triathlon again. And I come back to professional racing. So I raced triathlon in total of like 6 years and secured my Thai champion titles in many races here. I held Thailand's record for Ironman 70.3. I podiumed many races internationally and locally. And most importantly, I think it's the experience I got out of it because I got to travel the world. I went to Switzerland to see, the athlete like Mo Farah train in the altitudes, and I got to meet these top-class world athlete, top-classes coach who truly inspires me. And I really see the world differently after meeting them. So COVID-19 brought me back to medicine after my journey to triathlon, and I'm now a practicing physician and still enjoy exercise because it keeps me in a very good health. Just come back to that work and life balance. So takeaway message, guys. So, I'm always on about following your passions. I'm not saying that it is easy. You will fail at some point. I guarantee you, you will fail. And things in your life will go wrong. That will happen. But these failures give you opportunity to reflect and learn from your mistakes, and they are important tools that will set you up for future success, so use them wisely. And of course, never give up. And have the courage to take the road less traveled. You'll find things that you never learn in books. By putting your head in the books, you're just missing out on so much in life. Those experiences, I can guarantee you, are absolutely invaluable. And relax, take your time, explore things. Don't rush with it. It is okay to slow down a little bit and enjoy the view. The right time will come sooner or later. Everyone has their own time. Set your own pace. So I'm sure you guys know Miss Sharp. So she was my biological teacher when I was in year 11, and I still see her in triathlon races. I was quite a perfectionist in a school, so I always obsessed about getting the top marks, getting an A star, whatever. And one day after school, she called me. I was by myself doing caught up with the experiments or something, and she grabbed me and she said, "Nini, why you are so stressed? There's nothing wrong with a B." And I got so upset, I went through the door and slammed it at her. So I was that obsessed. But by saying this, I'm not saying don't get good grades, guys, but I mean, look at everything else, look at the bigger picture, and I think most importantly is to have fun. Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you so much, Nini. What a wonderful and inspirational story. My name's Kerry Kiley, and I'm the year team leader for Year 12. And our Year 12s are an incredible group of individuals that I feel very lucky to be working with. And it's been a huge transition moving from IGCSEs to A-levels, and our students have handled this evolution with aplomb. It's been quite a journey so far this year, beginning with our welcome events where students carried out team-building activities in their new forms, such as herding their fellow tutees into pens like sheep, or becoming human hungry hippos, even challenging their new form tutors in bowling, where Mr. Watts could not be beaten. To today, where our Year 12 students now represent the school as house captains, prefects, sixth form committee members, award winners, school show participants, scholars, charity representatives and supporters, U-time leaders, volunteers, the list goes on, and can ultimately be described as role models. The progress you've all made this year in your academics and personal development is huge, and I'm very proud of you all. We begin today's Year 12 prize giving with the academic awards. These students have achieved the top grade in one or more subjects. Each award recipient will receive their prize individually on stage.
Academic Excellence in Art, Shitapan Bunsitvijit. Academic Excellence in Biology and Chemistry, Hari Tanti Temit. Academic Excellence in Business and Design Technology, Archivit Patana Paisan. Academic Excellence in Computer Science ชยกุล ฉันทวรางค์ Academic Excellence in Drama Coco Rowley Academic Excellence in Economics กลกรหิรัญทรัพย์ Academic Excellence in English Literature and Music เจรนัย ทองไพฑูรย์ Academic Excellence in French and Spanish William Mackey Academic Excellence in Further Pure Mathematics อริยา ศิลปะอาชา Academic Excellence in Geography Annabelle Marshall Academic Excellence in History นิชา ธรรมานิชานนท์ Academic Excellence in Japanese ซึบาสะ ซาโตะ Academic Excellence in Mandarin สิริประภัสสร ชัยชมพู Academic Excellence in Mathematics and Physics คณินทร์ ณัฐวุฒิสิทธิ์ Academic Excellence in Music Technology พลตกร เอี่ยมเกรียงไกร Academic Excellence in Physical Education Oliver Radcliffe Academic Excellence in Psychology กันกร หิรัญทรัพย์ Academic Excellence in Reading the World นัชทัน ตั้งพิรุณธรรม
The next set of Year 12 awards are for the Year 12 form prizes, and they go to students who were selected by form tutors for their commitment and leadership within their tutor group, for demonstrating confidence and consistently role modelling the Shrewsbury character values. Each recipient will collect their award individually.
Year 12 form prizes Annabelle Marshallพัชยา โหสกุล Marissa Audrey Pei พันธวัฒน์ วิริยางกูล หริ ตันติ เตมิตร เจียรนัยทองไพฑูรย์ อโนมาถาวรบุตร ออลิเวอร์ แรดคลิฟ ภริมายุคน อารีนุชศรีสุพรวานิช จิดาพรเชี่ยวเชิงชน
The next set of awards are the Year Team Leader Prizes. I decided to select my recipients of the Year Team Leader Prize this year based on students who always work hard, support others, are involved fully in school life, could absolutely be described as role models, but who also carry out these excellent attributes quietly and without a fuss. These are students that everybody would want on their team, knowing they would be supported in whichever way was needed. We have many students who fit this brief, so it was very hard to narrow it down to 2, but I'm sure you will agree that the recipients are incredibly deserving of this prize.
Year 12 Team Leader Award เจียรนัยทองไพฑูรย์ ภูกิจนัชภาพ
The Year 12 Service and Leadership Awards recognise students who have been exceptional leaders in our community through dedicated work in the house system, all of the lovely house captains which I've been so honoured to work with. You have all been brilliant. Also our inaugural student parliament. Not only have these students either been part of the house system or the parliament, a lot of them have also been part of a lot of charity work at our school. I feel very lucky to have worked with such passionate and enthusiastic students this year. Thank you.
Year 12 Leadership and Service Awards Annabelle Marshall. ธัญดาบุญพจนสุนทร นริษาหวัง เชอรีวงศ์พิษ สินาราเฉลิมธนาคม Oliver Radcliffe. Jidaporn เชี่ยวเชิงชน
The last set of Year 12 awards are for performance, and these are given to students who've demonstrated outstanding skill, talent and commitment in school in the areas of drama, music or sport, or a combination of these areas.
Year 12 Performance Award in Art, Saruta Rasi Visut. Performance Awards in Drama, Kazuo Fukuda. Performance Awards in Sport, Ruini Hu. Gornchanok Muong Siri. Oliver Radcliffe.
The last award for Year 12 goes to one of our house captains who has gone over and above in her role. Bouquet. If you have been to a house event, you'll know Bouquet. Her passion for William's House, the energy and confidence she has brought makes her truly deserving of this award. She is also the best MC that we have had this year. Congratulations, Bouquet, you have been brilliant.
Year 12 House Awards, Thanchanok Kongthanachat.
I'm delighted to welcome to the stage guest speaker, Ms. Grainne Walters. Ms. Walters is a partner and head of corporate and commercial department at Lanyon Boulder, a law firm with its head office in Shrewsbury, UK. Grainne's husband is an old Salopian, having attended Shrewsbury School, UK, and Grainne herself is a governor. She and her family have spent the last 3 months living here in Bangkok, and her 2 sons have attended Riverside this past term. Grainne, welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and pupils. As Sonya mentioned in her introduction, my family and I came out to Bangkok in January this year. My 2 children have spent the term here at Shrewsbury International. Atticus is in year 6 and Turlock is in year 3. Back in the UK, we live in the town of Shrewsbury, and the children go to Packwood Hall School, which is the junior prep school, another part of the Shrewsbury family of schools. My family has a lot of Shrewsbury School connections, and not only are my children at the Shrewsbury Junior School, but my husband went to Shrewsbury School, as Sonya mentioned, and so did his father before that. They're both proud old Salopians, which is the expression we use to describe pupils from Shrewsbury. I'll talk a little more about Salopians later, but first back to England. And I recall back in December last year, I was sitting at my office on a typically cold, dark, rainy English afternoon, and an email came through to me. It was the uniform list for Shrewsbury International Bangkok. Shorts, short sleeve shirt, sunscreen, and most importantly, a sun hat. It brightened up my day. My children would be swapping their winter woolly hats at Packwood for sun hats in Shrewsbury, Bangkok. There's an old English expression, you may have a similar expression in Thailand. It goes, there's a hat for every occasion. It comes from the days when the hat you wore defined you, your trade, your profession, your social status, and your wealth. Whilst we don't wear hats in that way these days, the expression has now become a common metaphor for the various roles that a person might take on. For example, I'm wearing a few different hats today. Firstly, I'm a Shrewsbury Riverside parent, even if just for one term. I'm a governor at Shrewsbury School in the UK, where I sit on the school's International Development Committee. I'm a full-time solicitor doing corporate and mergers and acquisitions work in a busy law firm where I'm a partner, leading a team of lawyers and trying to run a business. And finally, I'm a mother to 2 lovely boys. So today I'm putting a few different hats on while I speak to you. Thinking about it, I could have asked the drama department for some unusual hat props to kind of liven things up. So firstly, with my Shrewsbury Riverside parent hat on, it has been absolutely wonderful to observe firsthand the energy, passion, enthusiasm and dedication of the teachers and staff here at school. A pupil can't help but be inspired by these people. It's an action-packed syllabus and co-curricular programme that stretches imaginations and supports and encourages pupils to excel, not just at the academics, but at broader life skills as well. Pupils at Shrewsbury have the opportunity to try on many different hats. As a governor at Shrewsbury, quick switch of hats there, we talk about a pupil receiving a whole person education. A strong work ethic and academic achievement, of course, but also the development of a certain kind of Salopian character, a Salopian style of confidence, self-assured, certainly, but not arrogant, self-belief, yes, but not egotistical. It is great to see Shrewsbury Riverside developing that same Salopian confidence and character in its pupils here. Putting my career hat on for a moment and to turn for a minute to the pupils who will be leaving Shrewsbury soon, I say, recognise and keep hold of your Salopian confidence, your Salopian character, and build on them. Often, it's a lack of confidence that can hold us back. But you can build your confidence. You can build it by preparing well. Take the time to understand the people, the characters, the situation you are putting yourself into. Preparation will give you that confidence. It will help you to choose the right hat for that situation. Don't let a fear of failure hold you back. If you have prepared well, done your very best, and still not succeeded, that's not a failure. You just tried on a hat. It just didn't quite fit. There are other hats that can and will fit. Being confident is easier when you absolutely know what you want to achieve. Some of you will already have your sights set on a clear path that you want to pursue, a specific course at university leading to a specific career. Some of you probably don't have a clue what you want to do, but that's fine too. You can still be confident and ambitious even if you don't exactly know what you want to do. You can still do an ambitious university degree. You can still take on an ambitious first job. You can still embark on an ambitious international adventure. These first steps into the wider world don't have to define the rest of your life. But what you must do is approach them with gusto, confidence, and ambition, regardless of what they are. It's great to experiment, to try on lots of different hats, because that will help you figure out those hats that fit you best. So to all of you that have your final exams coming up, I wish you the very best of luck. And wherever you go next, don't forget to take that old Salopian confidence hat along with you for the journey. It's one of the best hats you will ever have. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Walters, and also Dr. Nini, for such inspirational and really fitting speeches. For the year 13s who are about to leave school and head off into the world of higher education and work, there were some incredibly important messages for them to take away. My name is Rika Ermgassen, and I'm head of year 13, and it's a real privilege to be here today to give out the sort of year 13 prizes. The students here today are being recognised for their outstanding contributions and achievements throughout the school community. And this is a testament to their motivation, their drive, care, and commitment. They are fantastic role models and have the skills and attributes to be successful at university and beyond. I personally have no doubt that they will go from strength to strength and continue to impact those around them positively. I'm not going to say much because I get to talk again in about 6 weeks' time or so at their graduation. But I did want to say that I really have. It's been a pleasure to be the head of year for this year, for these wonderful students over the last 2 years, and to be part of their journey, from teenagers into the delightful young adults they are today. I know that I am hugely proud of them all. So we begin today's year 13 prize giving with the academic awards. These students have achieved the top grade in one or more subjects. Each award recipient will receive their prizes individually on stage. Congratulations.
Academic Excellence in Biology, Lisa Tanabe. Academic Excellence in Business, Piriya Manopinivet. Academic Excellence in Chemistry and Extended Project Qualification, Ariya Desha Mahapan. Academic Excellence in Computer Science, Nitit Jansi Shawala. Academic Excellence in Drama and Psychology, Pippa Holloway. Academic Excellence in Design Technology, Massimo Roncarati. Academic Excellence in Economics, Rosita Paul. Academic Excellence in English Literature, Thorfan Chit Mitraphap. Academic Excellence in Further Pure Mathematics, Jean Cole. Academic Excellence in Geography and Physics, Natjan Trai Siri Charan. Academic Excellence in History, Alessandro Loudon. Academic Excellence in Japanese, Callista Vijono. Academic Excellence in Mandarin, Stefan Rafael Rayo. Academic Excellence in Mathematics, Eric Millar. Academic Excellence in Music, Natcha Kreatrashu. Academic Excellence in Music Technology, Gorn Lertatsana Wong. Academic Excellence in Reading the World, Napat Borapishet.
The Year 13 form prizes go to the students who were selected by form tutors for their commitment and leadership within their tutor group. For me, tutor time is an incredibly important time, and it's really amazing to see how the students have stepped up during what I know is a sleepy time of day. But each of these award recipients really have stood out and demonstrated kindness, confidence, and consistently role modelled the Shrewsbury character strengths. Congratulations.
Year 13 Form Prizes, Thayapat Padungrat. Alessandro Loudon. Eric Millar. Akira Yin Yat Chai. Porapavin Tula Thammathon. Nirupama Rashet. Warun Rat Wong Metha Kun. Pippa Holloway. Kwap Krab.นิทิตจันทร์ศรีชวลา ดลอภิชาติวงศ์วณิช
It's a real pleasure to be able to award the Year 13 Team Leader Prizes. As I said many times, I've loved being the head of year of this talented group of individuals over the last 2 years, and just like Ms. Kylie, I wish that I had more prizes to give, as this award could easily have been given to more students. However, when picking my 2 award winners, I was looking toward the character strengths that I see as important for the success of any community. kindness and empathy towards others, as well as drive and motivation to make a positive difference on those around you. Both these students have shown these characteristics throughout their time in sixth form, and even this year, with the pressures of university applications and keeping on top of all of their academic work, they've quietly got on with supporting those around them without fuss or want of recognition. I thank them for all that they've done for their peers and for the school community as a whole. Congratulations.
Year 13 Team Leader Awards, Lisa Tanabe. Pornwarin Bunduang Prasad.
The Year 13 Service and Leadership Awards celebrates students who have exhibited exceptional leadership within our community through their dedicated contributions to our student parliament, inspiring and guiding students from Year 7 all the way through to Year 13. These students have led or been part of different ministries, organising things such as Wellbeing Week, House Charity Fair, e-praise events, RSA activities, the list could go on. So I want to say a huge congratulations to you for all of your work this year. You really have made a difference and been great role models for our students. Thank you.
Year 13 Leadership and Service Awards, Thayapat Padungrat. Alessandro Loudon. Eric Millar. Jirasik Apipunya. Patcharapon Ung Pakon Keo. Pornwarin Bunduang Prasad. Ariya Tesha Mahapan. Pippa Holloway.
So you have until you're 25 years old to complete your Gold Duke of Edinburgh Award, and that's because it's no easy feat. The Gold Award comprises of a 4-day adventurous journey, a gold residential project, and 18 months of service in both physical activity, service, and skill development. To achieve this, alongside his A-levels, and to have completed it within such a short time frame is a huge testament to his organisation and motivation. Congratulations, Thomas.
The Gold Duke of Edinburgh International Award, Thomas Mahanawanon.
The final Year 13 awards are the Year 13 Performance Awards. Now these are given to students who have demonstrated outstanding skill and talent and commitment in areas such as drama, music and sport. Again, having students maintaining these extracurricular activities all the way through their Year 13 year, when they have so many demands on their time, is such a huge achievement, and it's something that really is appreciated by every single section of the school community. So congratulations to these prize winners.
Year 13 Performance Awards in Drama Performance, Eric Millar. Year 13 Performance Awards in Music Performance, Ganti Elif. Year 13 Performance Awards in Sport, Quartet.
I have the pleasure of speaking about the Simon, not the Timon Sailor, but the Simon Taylor Award. Simon Taylor is an alumni who left in 2007. I believe he's now 33 years old. When he was here in the sixth form, there were only 29 students in the sixth form, but some of his teachers still remain. Miss Sharp, who's been a central figure in this ceremony, was his biology teacher. Mr. Williams taught him geography. Mr. Howard taught him history. Miss Sharp was also his form tutor. And Simon was an incredible role model around the school. Deputy head of school, he was in various school bands. He completed much of his IA awards in bronze, silver and gold as well, but also heavily involved in charity events and cross-country. He graduated off to Leeds University. I've just got a snippet from Miss Sharp's report about him to give you a flavour of the character that this award is named after. Simon has a well-earned reputation amongst the staff as being one of the most reliable students in the sixth form. He was an obvious choice for one of the student leaders of the school and rose to any and all challenges put in his way. During my time as his tutor, he has always been polite, well-dressed, there's Miss Sharp, and helpful. He has assisted the school in many ways at parents' evenings, formal functions, as well as a whole array of musical productions, assemblies, and other public speaking occasions. Simon Taylor was it all. He embodied the Shrewsbury values, and the Simon Taylor Award is to capture those students, really, who reflect everything that Shrewsbury is. And as principal, I'm going to take the privilege to embarrass the two students who we've given the award to by bringing them up on stage one at a time. So firstly, I'm going to bring up Lisa. Lisa, come up here. Come on. This is Lisa. You've seen her before on stage. She's won all kinds of awards. Come and stand here, Lisa. She's used to the spotlights. But Lisa joined the school in 2018 into year 8. For those of you who remember, Mr. Hull's tutor group, taken over by Miss Ehlers. And I've got the first report Miss Ehlers wrote about you here, just as a little thing about a sign of things to come. And there are some interesting bits here. Lisa's exceptional report is testimony to her mature work ethic, determination and tenacity. Remember, this is in year 8. In addition to outstanding academic results in all her subjects, she has excelled in her extracurricular pursuits. And here we go. Lisa is commended on breaking the under-13 girls BISAC discus record. There we go, and representing Shrewsbury in javelin and volleyball. She has also developed her skills as a musician, performing in the orchestra and big band at various concerts, including last night at the Proms. These achievements are fantastic, and even more so when considering that she never fails to be polite, punctual, helpful, and positive. She is truly a role model for her peers, and we look forward to seeing her confidence grow as she moves into year 9. So that was in year 8. Fast forward to year 11. And Mr. Bloomfield, her head of year, described her as a paragon of modesty. And I've just got a snippet of her report from year 11 by Miss Ehlers again. Over the last 4 years, Lisa has consistently proven herself to be a genuinely exceptional student, a phenomenal sports person, an accomplished musician, and most importantly, a sincere, polite young leader who truly cares about her peers and the world around her. Lisa is the kind of student that teachers cheer when she walks in the classroom. The phrase, "she is a delight to teach," appears virtually everywhere in anything that's written about Lisa. She quite rightly holds offers from a dizzying range of universities around the world. King's College London, Johns Hopkins, Toronto, all for biomedical sciences, and I believe there's one more that might be coming in the near future. She represents the school in a range of ways as a leader. She's been a form representative. She was a magnificent deputy house captain for King House in the year in which they won house cheerleading. Well done. But also very, very heavily involved in community service, such as Habitat for Humanity and Happy Hospital. Lisa has had a fantastic time in Shrewsbury, but we have had a fantastic time, and it's been an absolute privilege having her in the school. She is a truly deserving award winner of the Simon Taylor Award. Worse for Tori, she now knows what it's going to be like, so Tori, come on up here. Just looking at the speech. Tori joined, she knows me too well. Tori joined the school in EY1 back in 2009. 15 years through Shrewsbury. She's the youngest, actually, of 4 sisters who've been through the school. And Tori is lucky that I didn't dig out all the school photos. I was warned against that, but I have gone back to your Year 2 report with Mr. Dowd. Back in Year 2, if anyone remembers Simon Dowd, Tori has made a terrific start to Year 2. She has settled into the new class routines and expectations with ease. Tori is an honest and reliable member of the class. I've been pleased to see her friendships with her new classmates strengthen, and I'm delighted that she has the self-confidence to converse comfortably with her teachers. I've been impressed with Tori's enthusiasm to learn. She contributes her thoughts and ideas with great gusto in class discussions and guided reading sessions. Remember, this is Year 2. She is a conscientious student who eagerly assimilates and applies new ideas. Both her spelling and reading skills are very strong, and she has demonstrated excellent understanding in her number work. We're going to come back to that. She enjoys maths and has confidence in this curriculum area. Tori produces a high quality of work, although her presentation could be neater. Tori has made a fantastic start. And that was just in Year 2, and you can pick up some of these themes. She moved on to have Mr. Hill in Year 3, where she became a junior school council rep, if you remember, her first step maybe into student leadership. Mr. Conduit in Year 4, who wrote about how wonderful she was as a public speaker. Miss Balmer in Year 5, it's a pleasure to teach Tori. That phrase again comes up time and time again in the report. Such an engaged and interested child. Year 6, Miss King. Tori is conscientious and mature. I've seen many examples of her acting as a role model to her peers, as well as those younger than her. Always kind, she supportively encourages those less confident. She joined Year 7 into Miss Sweeney's tutor group and was immediately elected as the form rep, showing her leadership skills, and won a Year 7 speech day prize for English. Notice that theme from back in Year 2. Year 8, the form was taken over by Miss Siri, and she performed in Fusion, helped her form win the Year 8 debate contest, and Miss Siri was still writing about this in the Year 11 report 4 years later. Year 9, she became a house rep, glowing reports, a delight to teach with a maturity that will serve her well. Year 10, she takes on the Eco Club to lead that, but also Model United Nations, wins the English Speech Day prize again. Year 11, a triumphant return with Miss Siri to the debate club competition. Not sure you won, but it was certainly Miss Siri was very, very excited about that. She's also been involved in all kinds of house events, was the house captain for Mandela, also involved in Singfest and also cheerleading. Interestingly, in capturing Shrewsbury at its best, Tori is one of a few students here who does English literature and further maths at A-level. But if you think about that Year 2 report, we shouldn't be surprised. Tori is absolutely brilliant, and it is no surprise to me that she has offers, amongst others, from both Oxford and the University of Pennsylvania to study her higher education. Once again, a student where it has been a privilege to have her at the school for 15 years. She has given back so much, and once again, a very, very worthy winner of the Simon Taylor Award. Thank you.
Firstly, thank you, Mr. Millar, for those amazingly kind words about us. And good afternoon to all students, parents, and teachers here. The two of us would like to extend a huge congratulations to everyone in this ceremony today. The awards that you have received have been a testament to your hard work and dedication, as well as your positive contributions you've made to our school. We're certain that in the future, all of you will continue to thrive in different academic settings at Shrewsbury and beyond. And though this is our last year in this school and last time as heads of school, we are so excited to witness the growth that many of you will have in the following years. And we wish you all the very best as you carry on with your education journeys. Thank you for modeling what it truly means to be a Shrewsbury student.
Above all, however, we would like to thank the parents and guardians who are here to support our students today. We are extremely aware of how important it is to have strong support systems at home to ensure we can reach our full potential. Whether that's encouraging us before exams, being there for us when we are struggling, or simply just believing in us, we are truly grateful to have you by our side. Support systems also come from other sources, including teachers. So, in our current world, students can easily learn from books, the internet, with every tool at our disposal. But our teachers who inspire us with their love of their subject, their kindness, and their ability to bring education to life through discussions and encouraging deep conversations are truly amazing. Lastly, we encourage all of you to believe in yourselves. Stay disciplined, stay determined, and embrace the challenges ahead with courage and curiosity. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Shrewsbury Quartet, and we're going to be playing the second movement of Shastakovich's 8th-string quartet, which is a very significant piece of music history. Thank you.
Huge congratulations to all of today's awards recipients on your outstanding accomplishments, but also for bringing your best selves to school each day. Parents, I'm going to ask you to stay seated for now as we invite the students to leave to have their group photo taken down by the river. Awards recipients, please exit for your photo. We will see you at the reception.